What's up, everybody? How are you? It's your boy Bill Forster checking in. Real Talk Chronicles. If you're like me, I'm sure you're tired of this snow right now because this snow has done me in. I don't know who Mother Nature is mad at, but I hope they apologize to her real soon because enough is enough. You know, it is it is too much. It is too much going on. How's everybody doing today? Um, Weather's supposed to be warming up, and hopefully it does, so the snow can melt and stuff like that. Got a lot to talk about and want to talk about a lot with you. So, with that being said and saying all that, my man Rich is coming back. I think it might be just Rich and I tonight, conversing with you all. And we're going to keep it a buck with you each and every Wednesday. We won't be here next Wednesday. So, I might try to pop on Monday and have some conversation with you. But with that being said, um, we got a lot to go. I didn't watch the speech last night. I didn't care to watch it. If I want to watch comedy, I'll turn into Saturday Night Live and other things of that magnitude. Um, if some of you out there saw it, you let me know what you felt and how you felt about it. We can talk about it. If not, we can talk about the what's the lady's name that's kidnapped? Guthrie or something? That's missing. The mother, Malika.
Huh?
What's the mother's name that's missing? I forgot her name.
Nancy Guthrie.
Nancy Guthrie. You can give your thoughts on that. We can give your thoughts on the president, uh, and I what is it? Iran, right? Oh. But with that being said and saying all that, I gotta bring my man in. Let me unmute him. He was moving around. Rich, what's good, bro?
Oh man, I'm here, man.
Good.
Like my girl said last week, I got the two C's, a chance and a choice.
Yeah, man. So shout out to everybody that's watching and chiming in. We appreciate you all. So, Rich, where do you want to start, man? I'll let you take the lead.
How about those Knicks?
Yeah, right. How about them? We could definitely talk about them too. They are a hot mess right now. They're being very, very disappointing. I didn't see the speech.
Hey, Bill, I don't know what it is, man. Maybe you're getting too close to the computer or something, but it sounds like ping, 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 ping when you talk.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have to ping myself.
Stay right there. Stay right there. Stay right there.
Stay right here. All right. There you go.
But yeah, man, my Knicks, man, they got beat last night, but I think we got a good chance, man. Coach got to start making some decisions, though.
Well, the one thing is they better figure it out. They have too much talent not to figure it out. They have definitely too much talent to not to figure it out.
Yeah.
How's the snow working for you? Because it's sure getting on my nerves.
Hey, man, listen, they talking about global warming. I don't know what happened, but it sure got cold.
Yeah.
It got cold first, then it snowed.
Yeah. If Mother Nature's mad at Trump, I'll apologize. I'll apologize for him. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So let me ask you a question, man. What do you think about him trying to be tough with Iran?
Well, this dude is a punk, man. Come on, you know he a punk. He's softer than drugstore cotton, man.
Yeah.
But he got the whole United States government, at his disposal to, how you got that guy that can't fight, but he got a dude behind him that can fight.
He got his man, yeah.
And he do all the beefing. Like, yeah, what?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
One day he's gonna turn around and the government ain't gonna be there for him.
Yeah.
What I did want to talk about, did you see the news where they were talking about out in Mexico, how they were the cartel was going after Americans because they killed one of the cartel leaders.
Yeah. Let me tell you
so
something.
a lot of people that I know that was out there, they was like, yo, they was on lockdown.
Yo, I tell people, I'm not here advocating and promoting the movie, but what's the movie, sweetie? It was Escape, right? I think it's called Escape. With Owen Wilson. Let me tell you something. It is a deep movie. It is so reminiscent of what's happening right now in regards to people over in Mexico. Me personally, I'm not knocking anybody's hustle. You like to travel, I'm all for it. But right now, I'm gonna stay on this land. I got enough problems dealing with the people here than trying to go somewhere else and worrying about trying to get back. And here I know I can go home and be cool. If I'm over there, and I know ain't nobody giving up any ransom for me. So it ain't gonna come look for me. So yeah.
But you're right, brother. Anybody traveling, you got to be careful, man, because United States ain't big fans of the world right now.
No.
And this dude Trump, he's selling a whole lot of wolf tickets.
Yeah, he's trying to strong arm Venezuela. Now he's picking with Iran. He's really like a tough guy. I get, like you say, he's a tough guy with security, and that's a beauty. I mean, listen, I guess if I had that, well, nah, I'm not even built like that.
You
so
ping pong again. You must have changed your position.
No, I can't even say if I had that kind of backing, would I be that disrespectful to people? Let me ask you a question. What do you think about the judges changing on him, going against the tariff?
Well, you know what? Right now, this guy, it doesn't matter what the judges say. I mean, who's going to enforce it? I mean, the judge, Supreme Court, whatever court could say whatever they want. The question is, who's going to enforce it, right?
Mm-hmm.
He might be mad or whatever, but he's still doing what he want to do. There's nothing changed about what he's been doing, and he ain't gave back no money.
Yeah, he's
not going to.
Yeah.
So I mean, we could talk Constitution all day, but this government was set up where one, like the executive branch, you got two other branches that control each other to make sure no one party has that no one entity has that power to do whatever they want to do. But this guy put people in place in the Department of Justice that enforces law.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if he's controlling that, it doesn't make a difference what anybody else says. Nobody can touch him. And he got these people in place from the FBI to the CIA to the Department of Justice. Everybody is cronies. Everybody he put in place, he put them there not to uphold the Constitution, to uphold whatever he says.
Yeah.
And this is the part that nobody's really getting. He's sitting back and everybody that's down with him is laughing because they're like, y'all can't do nothing to me.
Yeah.
And we told him, yeah, well, he only got a couple more years, then we're gonna come for you. But this dude is setting it up and he's telling you he's gonna be here again. He's gonna fix it. He's gonna change. Remember how Bloomberg changed the rules here in New York City, where you're only supposed to run for 2 terms for president? I mean, for a mayor.
Yep.
He switched it to 3.
Yep, and then changed it back after he got in office.
And he was the mayor for 3 terms. And then when he decided he was ready to leave, he closed the door and turned it back to 2.
Yep, I remember very much so. Yeah. Speaking of mayors, we're going to talk about Mamdani too. We'll get into him too a little later and see what's going on with his story.
Your voice is killing me, Bill.
I'm everybody out there. Can you hear me good? Can everybody else hear me good? I don't know. Rich is.
Now I can hear you. Now, once you lean back, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's because I have my earpiece in. Who knows? Maybe I have my earpiece.
You got an earpiece in?
I had it. Maybe it is. How can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Good?
that might be it.
Yeah,
That might be it. The earpiece.
Yeah, that's what it was. So yeah, I think right now it just came out that
You still on the earpiece?
no. Can you hear me?
Okay.
You can hear me? I'm
Go
back
ahead.
off. What's up, Mark?
It's not the earpiece. If you
Yeah.
turn the earpiece off, it ain't the earpiece.
Yeah. What do you he came out with the worst approval rating ever. Like 57% of the world doesn't approve of him and this and that. I wish we'd have had stats here so we would have told him to pull up the stats because we know Kevin likes to pull up the stats. Shout out to Kevin and stuff that he's doing. Shout out to the other
Kevin
folks.
like to pull up his own stats. Some of these stats, I don't know where Kev getting them from. We front like, yeah, they factual, but you know, I don't know. Kev pull up what he want to pull up.
Yeah, he get Kevin.com and then he pull up his own stats and stuff like that. So,
but Joe, they were talking on social media. I forgot the kid's name, some young white kid. He was talking about how ICE is coming after all of these so-called Venezuelans, criminals, and such. And then he brought up the fact that, remember when the Texas governor was putting bus loads of so-called Venezuelans and people that came across the border, and he put them on a bus and sent them to New York and sent them to Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And they saying that they're coming after these people because they brought them here.
Unbelievable, bro.
They came over the border, they put them on buses, and they shipped them to all of the so-called states that are allowing sanctuary states, so to speak. They sent them to New York and Chicago, and then they sent ICE after them. And there was an ICE agent that retired, and I think I sent you some of that footage about what he was talking about, how he testified that he had quit because he was supposed to be the one to train them, and they changed all the rules for training. You know, they were supposed to have a certain amount of hours of different aspects of the training that they would need to be ICE agents. They had to follow the law. They had to teach them the law about what you can and can't do, about all of the paperwork you need to actually go in somebody's house. And they just circumvented all of that. And he said he didn't want to be a part of that. You know, and he was supposedly training people that wasn't even qualified to be ICE agents.
Well, no. I think the rumor mill is that a lot of those people that are ICE agents are Proud Boys. That's why they're covering their face. And the thing also too, with Hakeem Jeffries wanted is that they be charged, held accountable, just like any other law enforcement agency, because it's obvious they're able to do whatever they want to do, and which is a problem, you know. And they're just wreaking havoc. I just read something. I think I posted it on social media. A man went for a job thinking he was going to be a tech for like a tech for the ICE government. And when they got here, he said he introduced himself. They said, "Oh yeah, we've been waiting for you," and he was arrested. And he sent to the alligator Alcatraz. Unbelievable, right? It is just crazy. It is crazy. Hey, you know what's so funny? I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. Unbelievable, right? It is just crazy. It is crazy. Hey, I'm getting feedback. Oh, okay, yeah. Somebody was asking us about you and I. We were having a conversation at Row House with some friends of mine, and we were talking about dating over a certain age, 50, right? Mark said, "Yo, what Mark say right now? Let me show what Mark says. Let me get that. He says, "Yo, I know you're going to hit Snowball Gate." It reminds me of a few years ago when some officers were hit with the water balloons. I already know what you would do. Oh, absolutely. Oh, Rich, did you see that?
The snowball fight?
Yeah, with the officers downtown.
Yeah, I saw the snowball fight, and I mean, what I saw was somebody called the police because they were, having a big snowball fight. Police came and tried to do what police do and then stop it. And they were like, really? It's a snowball fight. And started throwing snowballs at them. So they felt kind of, some kind of way because they were getting hit with snowballs. And then one of the commanding officers came because he saw it was getting out of control. And they didn't show, some stations showed it, but the commander was like, "Yo, man, y'all go ahead and have fun, man," And they backed off
because they was getting, as they said, they was getting walloped. You know what I'm saying? They was getting destroyed. But see, back then, anything like that.
But that's what it was. It was. I've never seen a snowball fight like that though. It was a lot of people there, and what I think is some other people might have, been getting their ass whipped in the snowball fight, and they called the police.
Yeah. I guess it got a little hectic. My man Chet said the whole cabinet is full of unqualified DEA hires and grifters. Yeah, man. I mean, I think just even down to this Pam Bond, what's her name? Pam Bondi, is that her name? Like, I was watching her in front of the congressional hearings and stuff like that. I've never seen a side be so disrespectful, even with Kash Patel. He's out here partying with the Olympics, the hockey team, the U.S. team, on the taxpayers' dime. But this is what I hate about certain hypocrites. If that would have been the Democrats, oh my God, they would have been like, "Yo, this is what we're talking about. Find the money. This is all the nonsense and everything like this." So, what's good for the goose is not good for the gander always, which is a problem. What else is going on? I see Mandani is trying to change up things. He wants to tax the unions, I think it is, or something on that magnitude. What I just forgot what he was trying to do. I had to post, but he's changing up the playing field. I know you might be in a position you might not be able to really talk about that too much, but I guess it's a wait and see. A lot of people were talking about him, and I think a lot of his allies are kind of looking at him side-eye right now. Any thoughts, comments on Mandani?
Well, I don't really know what he's doing yet, to be honest with you, man.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's talking about trying to fulfill these so-called promises like most politicians do. They promise this, they promise that.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you get in there, you realize that there's all these blocks that prevent you from just doing that,
Yeah.
But he made a lot of promises that people wanted to hear, like particularly one that caught my ear was the fact that he wanted to make transit free.
Right.
And a lot of people were coming back with like, "Oh, fuck that. If I got to pay, everybody got to pay and all that." And I'm like, yo, if this guy can make mass transit free, right? The train and the bus, I don't see what anybody would have a problem with that, because the thing is, you got to figure out how to pay for it. This is what the head of the MTA said, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could charge, you could take the fee away, but you got to find the revenue to pay for transit somewhere else. And
right.
my thing is this: I always felt like the revenue was there. Reason being, every time you watch television or anything media-wise, these things are paid for. The actors, the producers, the cameramen, the soundmen, everybody is paid through advertisement.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they have commercials. In the Super Bowl, you always see the advertisements about whose commercial is going to be the big one, because they're paying like $5,000-$6,000 for 30 seconds of a Super Bowl.
Right.
And they pay this money because people watch it. Sports teams get paid by their views on television.
Yes.
On streaming and all of that. That's what everybody gets paid for, that you're watching on television, right? And this is a lot of money, because the executives of these companies, they get paid millions and millions of dollars. The people that sit in front of the camera, that the host and all that, they get paid millions. Everybody that's involved gets paid, right? All through advertisement. So, okay, in the New York City subway system and the bus system, they advertise. There's always some kind of advertisement on the bus, on the train, and millions of people ride the bus and the train every day. Where's that revenue? How much are you? You got to follow the money. My thing is follow the money. How much are you charging compared to what Channel 7 and Channel 2 and all these other channels are charging? They got these TV shows on that every time they show a TV show, there's a commercial in the middle of it that pays for everybody that's on it. So how much are you charging compared to what they're charging?
Right.
We can't have the train and the bus free and it paid for it. I'm just curious. And every time I ask this question, nobody has an answer.
Yeah.
And what strikes me even stranger, why isn't anyone asking that in these debates?
Yep. Yeah, very much so. Like Reggie Wells, shout out to Reggie Wells. Come check him out tomorrow, every Thursday at Row House, first every Thursday of the month. Reggie Wells says, no, these commercials for the Super Bowl cost between $500,000 or $1 million per. So yeah, you know, there's always money for something.
Nah, Reggie is wrong. Reggie is wrong. Those spots be costing $3 and $5 million.
Yeah, well, I guess the moral
$500,000.
I guess the moral of his story, he was trying to say that they cost him big bucks. Malcolm says, "Sup, my brother."
Yes, they do.
Mandani wants universal child care, 4 years rent free, freeze, 200,000 low income housing, and free transportation. What do you think about that, Malcolm? What do you feel about that? What do you think about that, Rich?
Well, this is the thing, and this is the part I didn't add. When we get taxes taken out of our check, these taxes are supposed to pay for things like that, municipal services, you know, the train and the bus and shit like that. That's what our tax dollars pay for. So for us to pay out of our taxes and then have to pay to get on it, they're double dipping. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're hitting us twice. You feel me? So that's the point that I'm trying to make. You know, nobody thinks about that. You know, I bet you that guy that's the head of the MTA, he don't swipe no Metro card. He walks on that motherfucker. He might not even ride the train. He probably riding in a limousine all over town.
Yeah.
And they hitting us in the head. If you got a car, they saying you got to pay this congestion pricing tax to help pay for the train.
Yeah, and it's so funny.
Why the streets is tore up.
Yeah, and it's so funny they caught me with that because I got a letter in the mail that was like, you got to pay the congestion pricing fee. I was like, well, what I got an easy pass for? It don't come out the same. It's different. I was like,
yeah, it's coming out of your easy pass. It hits you right on that easy pass when you go below 60th Street, right?
Yep.
And this the crazy shit too. Not only that, you're not going to see cops fucking with people about double parking as far as giving them a ticket. Like they want you to double park. They want you to move. Like if they're trying to do their law enforcement shit, if they see a little crowd or something gathering, but they don't bother you for double parking because the city bus now takes a picture of your plate and mails you a ticket for being in the bus lane and for being double parked. So if you're double parked, say I want to come to the row house, right? Just to check and see if Bill is in there before I get find a parking space. If I don't do that, if that bus passes me twice, they're going to hit me with a ticket.
Really?
And that's going both ways. So
really?
The bus coming your way is taking a picture of your plate, and the bus coming from behind you is taking a picture of your plate. Yeah. And if you get over a certain amount of tickets, you're going to be paying the maximum every time you get a ticket.
That's crazy.
And you can't fight it because it's a video.
Right.
That's what they're saying.
Yeah, because the video don't lie. What's out? Shout out to my man AJ. He said anything the governor can change for, they will. They want to change for plastic bags, and when they went to a supermarket, told them no. They said they can't use it. That's right. You know, they're paying what is it, 25 cents in New York for a bag. Right? I was like, oh, what is it, 25 cents or something? I know it's too damn much. Malika got me.
They saying they got rid of plastic bags, which is bullshit.
Right.
They selling you plastic bags now.
Yeah, yeah, yep.
Everything is a money grab. You know, every time you turn around, you got to spend money for everything. For a bag, I'm like, really? I just spent $200-300 in this store, and now you want to hit me in the head for a bag?
Yeah, yeah,
You should be
yeah,
giving me that bag.
yeah. They do that in PA too. They'll catch you in PA with that too. You
Yeah,
know,
but they want you to like just start carrying your own bags. You want a bag? Bring a bag to the store.
yeah, yeah. Then I got it before I go to the store. Besides carrying my money, my keys, and my phone, and my earpiece, I got to make sure I got a bag to carry the groceries back.
Hey, but
You know?
listen, that's right up the alley of a shoplifter. He come in with his own bag. He said, "Wop!" He throw it in his bag, and headed out the door.
Yeah. Yeah. I wanted to talk about Fetterman. He's the congressman out here in PA, right? So he was one of the few Democrats that was there. But like I put up a post today, and like I personally feel, uh, he's just a Republican that ran on a Democratic slate, and he got it.
Who's that?
Fetterman, the congressman for Pennsylvania, and so they was on. I think I posted it. He was talking about, oh, he doesn't appreciate when they're heckling the president. Won't they stop on my side, the other side? But you know what's so funny? You speaking up now, but you didn't speak up when they did it last to
Obama.
Obama, and you
When he
didn't
screamed out, "You're a liar!"
Yeah, and you didn't do it when they did it to Biden. So you know, a lot of people are throwing him under the bus. Where you know, if you can fit under there, get under there. That's my thoughts. You know, no need in wasting good tires. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It is what it is. What else is out there that we need to converse about? I see 50 Cent is at beef with T.I. Now we're gonna go Tim. I don't know what that's all about. I know T.I. got a hot song out right now. It's a banger.
It's a diss song, right? On 50, right?
He got one diss song. It's called The Right One.
Yes.
Malika and I was listening to it yesterday, and she was busting moves. I was like, "Go Malika, go Malika, right, Malika?" Yeah, yeah, there she is. She in the back. Shout out to my wife. She has an event this Saturday. You want to tell them about it, or you want me to tell them about it?
I'll chime in if you want.
Yeah, well, come on, chime on in. Everybody, there's a first lady. You know, my first lady, Row House first lady, but she's gonna come in and tell you what she's doing this Saturday.
That's right. Get over here, Tony Braxton.
I'm in another meeting.
Yeah, she's in another meeting, but she's gonna come over and talk it out.
Another meeting.
Yeah.
Hey, brother Rich.
What's going on? You over there double dipping on us?
Always. Hi.
Hi, sweetie.
So yeah, Saturday is the first of many. We are presenting. I'm going to be presenting with Gwen, also known as Diva, as you call her.
But she goes as Gwen DeVoe now.
Gwen DeVoe.
She's evolved.
Yes, yes. So she and I, she's big into AI as well. Who knew, right? So I am presenting at an AI workshop with her. I'm part one. She's part two, and it's going to be at Chase Bank in Harlem on 125th Street. So we have a few more tickets available.
Is that the one on St. Nicholas?
No, I think it's on Lenox, right?
Yeah, the Lenox. What's that?
No, I'm looking at comments.
Oh, okay. So yeah, no, it's the one by Lenox Avenue
between Lenox and Fifth.
Yes, that one. I think the address is 55.
It's down from Carver.
Yes, yeah, it's on Lenox. Yeah, exactly. So I'll put that in.
But Bill, we need to talk about that AI stuff, man, because I go on if I go on social media, they have all of these different they had Denzel Washington on there talking about some kind of erectile dysfunction medicine he's promoting.
I know.
But I don't think it was him.
Nah,
that doesn't sound like something he would do.
No, not after he just got baptized. He ain't gonna talk about no erectile dysfunction.
Yeah.
But, it's interesting that you say that, Rich, and that's part of my, conversation that I have with people all the time is, there's a lot of things that we have to be made aware of. Something that I looked up is with the Super Bowl right? So it's a hot topic with commercials and obviously the halftime show too, but commercials is a big ticket item. So I think it was something like 24% of the commercials that took place during the Super Bowl this past year were either fully created with AI or featured AI in the commercials. So that's just one example of how it's growing. Some of you may have seen that I have cloned myself. I've cloned my voice. So I'm all about responsible AI. I use it for a purpose. And that's how I educate people, not only who have businesses, but individuals, organizations, just to show them how you can use it responsibly. And we have to be careful because once somebody has a recording of your voice, a picture of yourself, it's so easy to grab that and, create your likeness against it. So we have to be aware of it as well. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing. Saturday, I will be there. And then right after, I'm going to have lunch at Row House.
Absolutely. And then tell me about March 8th. What you doing for Women's Month?
So actually, and then March 7th, I'm doing another workshop on AI. So I was just talking about the AI twin. So March 7th, I'm going to present with the Black Adult Society. So that's Terrence Winston's organization, and that's a virtual one. We're going to repost these because there's a lot of different things that's coming up. That one is a free event on March 7th at 9 a.m. And then the following day, March 8th in Philly at Soft Illusions, we have a gallery and event space. So March 8th is actually, it's not only daylight savings time, but it's also International Women's History Day or International Women's Day. So we are having an event for Women's History Month called Radiant. So it's our first annual event. And we have speakers that are coming from New York and Philly, Jersey that will be speaking. And it's also a brunch. So that's March 8th is on a Sunday. So we're selling tickets for that as well.
You have another person you have to call ASAP, remember?
Who's that?
It starts with a doctor.
Oh, yes. Yeah, so we have an excellent panel.
Stefania says she loves your clones.
Thank you, Stefania. I appreciate that.
Oh, that's Joyce too. Yeah.
So yeah, we have an excellent panel of strong, powerful women that's lined up. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to all of these events as well.
Yeah, my baby, she keeping me busy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it sounds like somebody in that house is working.
We're about to put the dogs to work too.
Right. Get their little behinds on some commercials. You know what I'm saying?
What kind of dogs you got, man?
We got 2.
What kind?
English Springer Spaniels.
That's why I'm so far back because one of them is literally right here next to
both of them.
The other one's on the other side, but they're a year and a half old and they're big babies.
One question before you go. Back to what you were doing. You know, they advertise all of these different companies that's supposed to protect you against negative AI stuff on the internet, like that ad I was just talking about. That thing, they got this thing called Guardio. They want you to buy that to protect you against these false websites, you know. So what you're teaching, is that part of it?
Yeah, so that will be part of the session. And then there's another date I forgot to mention is on March 21st, downstairs at Row House Underbar. We're going to do another AI workshop. And for those of you who don't know, I'm actually a certified AI consultant. So a very good friend of mine is also a certified consultant. And so we're going to do another session similar to the one I'm doing this Saturday with Gwen, but just on another level. So we're taking it a step further. Somebody's licking my toes down here. So that's going to be a powerful session, and it's actually going to be a longer event. It's going to be from 12 to 4 on March 21st downstairs at Underbar. So, you know, our goal is, you know, it's cute. We see the memes, you know, we see the AI twins, we see all this fun, cute stuff, the cartoons, and, you know, I even cloned our dogs. But the bottom line is, you know, I like to teach people how to use it responsibly, know what to look out for, and how to use it. So I'm going to give you one example.
How about this? I want you to continue talking. But how about Monday? I interview you so you can give people some insight on.
I would love to.
Can you be my guest?
No.
I got to talk. I got to talk to your representative. No,
but let me.
Somebody said you need to ChatGPT too.
Oh yeah, ChatGPT and I really need to give ChatGPT a name because I have these sessions, these brainstorming sessions with ChatGPT, and it helps. I own 2 businesses, that I run full time. So, I'm only one person, right? And it's helping me with my marketing, my communication, my planning, my workshop development, different things that I'm doing. So it's been helping out a lot. And I was just going to say, I have a client who is actually a financial advisor, and he's going to be on our show probably in April. But one thing that he told me is that their management, is pushing them to start using AI. And I'm talking about for a top level firm. So, he's looking at me like, what do I do? Obviously I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a techie. That's my warehouse. So, I am doing the research and I'm putting a package together to show him how he can use AI so that he can retain his clients, because he just wants to focus on getting clients, educating people and having them sign the paper so they can go off and he can make money. But it's about that administration piece. How do you save time so that you're not doing those things so that you can focus on what you really do. So that's just one example of, one of the clients that I have that I'm showing him and building out a package that's going to save him not only time, but save him money so he can focus on the more important things.
So anybody, if they want to get in contact with you, how should they get in contact with you? Because Angie is no, yeah, I've turned into the handsome secretary. Shout out to everybody. Angie, she said that would be great.
Awesome.
Yeah, Joyce, Joyce, we're gonna make the dogs earn their keeps.
Yeah.
But we compliment each other.
Oh, thank you. That's very sweet.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm very passionate about this, as you can see. I also have a community. So twice a month, I give live workshops. And actually, the middle of March, I'm going to do a 4-week sprint for anybody who's a member of my community. So, we're not just talking about it and, it's just putting things up in the cloud. But I want everybody to walk away with something concrete, no matter what business you're in. Don't have to be a business owner, but you could be retired. I want you to exactly. I want you to walk away with something at the end of that 4-week period where you can say, wow, this is very helpful to me. So I'm going to take the individuals that are signed up for that, and that's what we're going to be working on for 4 weeks. So. Okay,
so listen, AJ just said that. So everybody listen, this Monday coming up, I will be interviewing Malika Vaughn Foster, the AI consultant, the co-owner of Soft Illusions
and Design Interactions,
the techie extraordinaire. And a lot of you don't know out there, and I always have to brag about my wife because I love her too, but I need to brag about her, is that a lot of these times when you go to these jobs, Chase, Morgan Stanley, even Tesla, and all these things that you use their training facilities or their training programs, if you go and get a job, or a lot of these jobs that you don't even know Malika has been contracted for, when you have their training facilities, when you're watching Malika's work. Mm-hmm. So I'm very proud of my wife, and companies will call her and she will build their training program, and it will be running and running and running. So if you apply for a job at a certain organization, that is her work that you are looking at. So learn something, damn it.
I like what AJ said. I can't see the whole thing, but I think he said he used it to write something.
He used to write a motion to the court the other day, and when I left, my sister Proof read it. She said it sounded like a real lawyer wrote it. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. So, it's using it for something that's concrete. And, it's awesome because, you can make it right as if it sounds like you wrote it, and even on a whole nother level. And that's something else that I teach, so that it's writing in your style and tone. That's important. We have it write emails, business plans, all kinds of stuff. So
yeah, so Monday, everybody please chime in Monday, because you can join her community. It's not a lot of money. It's only like what, $20 or something?
$20 to join the community. You get tips and all that. But at the $39 per month level is where you get the actual workshops. That's the implementation level. So we're not just talking about it, we're being about it, doing about
you get more detailed things, because of course everything is entry level and stuff like that.
And it's just per month.
I get it because I have to give it that goody good. So I get the free. Oh, sorry.
I'm going back to my meeting.
Everybody's saying, yo, AJ saying congratulations. Joyce is saying congratulations. She said, he said, let's give it up to the First Lady of Harlem. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
That's it.
So let me ask you all before, because Richard and I got 10 minutes in here. Is there anything anybody wants to talk about real quick? Type it in. You are always welcome. Just like Stefania was, I guess, what, 2 weeks ago, Rich, or last week?
I thought she was coming back this week, man. What happened, Stefania?
Stefania, once you get a taste of it, it's like, we like crack. Dana said, congratulations, Auntie. You're always welcome to come back. The one thing about Real Talk, come with your opinions and come with some facts, and just come with some good conversation, and we will always embrace you. That's what we talk about. You want to talk about Al Green? Congressman Al Green. Who is Al Green?
That's the guy that was holding up the sign, said "We are not apes."
Oh yeah. The OG. You know what's so funny? If that man would have reached out, that Republican would have reached out for that sign, I'd have popped him upside his head. It's only I said like that. Just a pop. It'd have been on national TV. Don't tell me about this week, Rich. I'm sorry. Stefania said she'll come on. Stefania, we won't be here next week. I got an event I have to go to for MS. I'm not presenting and I'm not receiving, but a good friend of mine is there and they're receiving, and they asked me to come, so I wanted to do. I used to do a lot of the personal security for the MS stuff. I used to get my Frank Farmer on my. Stefania, great. That's why we need you sometime. You know what I'm saying? Angie, Al Green put that sign up. Rich, what did you think about the Tourette's gentleman? Did you see about that where Delroy Lindsay?
Yeah. And Michael B. Jordan were presenting something, and the guy, he didn't sound like he had Tourette's. He just sounded like he just screamed out nigga.
Yeah. Now let me just say this for everybody out here, right? This is me. On behalf of Real Talk Chronicles, what I say, don't hold it against Rich, but I said it and I meant it, right? Listen, I don't know too much about Tourette's. I've heard about it. I've had a big discussion on
Jumaane Williams has Tourette's.
Yeah, but I don't see him spitting shit out like
exactly.
I don't see him talking about white cracker bitch and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? While he's getting interviewed by one. So this is my point. I guess it's a certain thing that makes you move and gyrate or say things sporadically. But my thing is Tourette's, if it makes you spit out something, I'm assuming is that was in your mind that you was thinking about looking at two black men on stage and you want to call them niggas and stuff like that, the N-word, excuse me, because everybody knows I don't like that word. So you see them up there and you want to call them the N-word and stuff like that. Now, I was talking to Joyce. We was laughing, right? You got one time to Tourette me. You know what I'm saying? And after that, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you out with your speech problems. I'm gonna give you some medicine. I'm gonna give you some act right. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not gonna just be. I'm gonna be somewhere talking and you just going stupid ass. Blah, blah, blah. You know, easy. I get it.
Hey, Bill, if they would have said some slurred shit about a Jew, they would have. The show would have been off.
Yo, exactly. Like Joy said, she said, don't get me started on that Tourette dude. If he wasn't thinking, he wouldn't have said it. He's using Tourette's to get away with it. Exactly. You know what? And Joyce, let me just say this, 06. This reminds me of the drunk dude in the club or the bar that grabs the girl's hand or touches her butt back in the days. And then you step to him. Oh, yo, my man, he drunk. But he knew what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? So let me give him something to sober him up. You know what I'm saying? Let me give him something to sober him up. And like Angie said, that part right there. You know. So let's understand. We understand that the man has a illness. You know. Let's keep it buck. You know, a lot of people have illnesses and stuff like that. I don't think that's an excuse to be disrespectful. And the thing is, if he would have, I think we would have been more inclined to accept it if he would have been like, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm just saying, but you come out using the N-word. If he said, cat in the hat, where's the rat or some shit, you know, we would have been like, oh, okay, that's David so-and-so. He Tourette'ing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm being funny right now, but right now.
But Bill, you know, anytime other folks do shit like that, they always want to know the mental state of them and make that the excuse for it happening and shit.
Yeah.
You know, us, they just throw you under the jail, man.
Yeah. Yo, like you said, Al Green should be commended for his steadfast, unapologetic approach against racism in the highest office in America. We need to support that brother. I am with you 2,000% on that. Like I said, he should have popped him with that card, like in a movie, like, you know, somebody reached for something, pap, you know how we do a little pap, you know, that man would have got mad because I would have been popping him upside the head with that poster, you know. Yeah. Let me see. There's some more comments in here I want to read. Everybody, this is Real Talk Chronicles. You know, this is what we do. We chop it up. Anything you want to talk about, just let us know. Let's see. Stefania, I might have missed.
You know,
oh, that's lovely. Okay, no worries. So whatever you're back, I'll be there. Absolutely. Everybody still chime in Monday. Yeah, exactly what Joy said. That's what I said. Congressman Green should have cracked him in his eye, right in his eye. Let me tell you something. Yes, sir.
You know, Tucker Carlson was on with Mike Huckabee. I believe that's his name. And he was, because he's supposed to be some kind of a biblical scholar or something like that.
Oh, yo, that thing you sent me, he was tearing him up.
Yeah, he's talking about how the Jews have the right to be in Jerusalem, and it was given to them by God, and this and that. So Tucker Carlson went in on him and said, well, you know, how do you know that they're actually from there? How do you know their region? Why don't they allow them to do DNA testing in Israel? Some people don't know that they do not allow you to get DNA testing to see what region that you are from. Because what they're saying is these people that are there, that came there, that took this land from all of these Palestinians, are from Europe. They're from Russia. They're from other countries, and that their genealogy is not from there. They just adopted the religion, and they came there and saying that because they're Jews, that this land belongs to them. And they were saying how Benjamin Netanyahu, his whole family is from Russia, and that's not even his name, Benjamin Netanyahu. And he's not even practicing the religion of Judaism. So he was asking Huckabee all these things, and he couldn't even give him an answer.
You know what I'm going to do, Rich? The next time we're back on, I'm gonna have my techie, Malika Vaughn Foster, the MVF, play that clip. I'm going to share that clip because that was a deep clip that you sent me, and I was very impressed.
And the other one I sent you with Tucker Carlson and Ted Cruz.
Right. Oh, he tore him up.
Ted Cruz is talking about how, you know, Iran is ready to blow shit up. And he's like, yo, man, he asked him all these questions. He didn't know shit about the country, you know, about the dynamics of the different religions that are there, how many Christians, how many Muslims and so forth that actually live there. He didn't know none of that. And then the other part is this president just finished bragging about how he blew up all of their technology for nuclear weapons. So how is he now coming back saying he wants to attack them because they're getting ready to launch nuclear weapons?
Yeah,
he's just bragging about how he destroyed all of that.
Yeah, crazy. Hold on for a minute, Rich. I want people to read the comments right here. Q said although the individual did use the N-word, the segment was pre-recorded. Even if the comment was made impulsively or in the heat of the moment, the network still had the opportunity to edit out before it aired. Because it was not live, the decision to leave it raises legitimate questions about editorial judgment. Or it might have to run up there and put some pause on the editor. Be like, yo, why you leave it in there? Pong pong. There was something else I wanted to say. What do y'all, while we got a nice little flow in here, what do y'all think about what's happening in Mexico? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, imagine if you was in Mexico now. Like, Lord have mercy. You know what I'm saying?
I just got a text from a friend of mine whose niece was out there, and they were concerned about them getting back. And she just texted me and told me that they just got back.
Yeah. Oh, thank God they just got Rex. That's said it was an unfortunate symptom for him. I think it was a poor choice to have him there because not all Tourette's people suffer with that version. Yeah, I mean, I'm like he had just said, Jumaane Williams has Tourette's, and he's not out here spitting crazy stuff. I mean, it's like it looked like when he, has a gyrations, like popping and locking, but he's not out here. I'm being a little facetious, but it's not like
Bill. People that have that form of Tourette's that spits out all that crazy stuff, they have a history of it. It's not like they don't know that they do that type of stuff. So why would you have that person there? Because that's not the first time he said that.
Yeah, and you know
what I'm saying?
Like shout out to my Capricorn sister Dora. She said, "You're right, Bill. I think it was on their mind. He did not call out white person a cracker." Exactly. Like I mean, and I don't know. Like I said, I'm adding humor with sincerity. Like I don't know anything about Tourette's. I know it's impulsive or something like that. I know you ain't sitting there and be like, "Oh shit, I'm about to," like how you got to go to the bathroom. You like it's coming. I'm sure he wasn't sitting there like, about to spurt it out. But my thing is, I personally feel. And this is me. What you say is what you feel. I think he was sitting up there looking at them, and then all of a sudden that Tourette's came over, like, I got whatever, right? Because I'm saying all during the show, all the white people that was up there, or any other people was up there, he wasn't like cracker, or gay person this and stuff like that. He waits till the black people get up there. And spit some crazy. Now the crazy thing is, that's why a lot of people always say, "Bill, won't you run for office?" I can't, because I'll jump off the podium and just put my hands on somebody real quick. You know what I'm saying? Richard have to hold me back. He's like, "Yo, come on, God." Yeah, because they'll ask me a question like my man Richard Pryor. You got to watch that skit in Saturday Night Live with Richard Pryor.
Oh, when he's the president.
And he's the president. I'd be like that. I'd be like, that's how I get down. She's I need to stop. Joy said she needed to stop. I'm not gonna say I knew a guy entered I worked with Tourette's. He'd you out grunts out grunts, not words. But yeah, well, exactly. Sometimes people are, grunting words. I mean, grunts. Well, grunt something that he could have grunt that shit. But don't just sit there talking, calling me out my name. People got to understand. That's a trigger. I mean, like I bet you they would have got him against the wall with their hands up. I bet you he would have spoke like James Earl Jones. I am sorry that I meant to do that. when they see about them paws about to come on. Joy said people always expect us to just suck everything up. No, exactly. Start putting on some chin music. Everybody get it. What about I'm glad you said that. You see, they trying to come at Newsom in California because he was telling people that he wasn't the smartest apple in the barrel, and they talk about because he was talking to a black audience. That he was trying to let people try to say, I'm just as stupid as you. I did not take it like that. Y'all have to look at the interview. What I felt is that he was a white man, just letting you know that he didn't have the scholarships and all that other people have. He was just saying that I'm a regular Joe. You know what I'm trying to say? That's doing what he do. You saw that? What did you think about that, Q? Let's see, religion. The religion, name, and land was stolen. Absolutely. Let me see whatever. Everybody, this is Real Talk Chronicles. That's my man, Rich. We in here, my co-host. That mess is crazy. I would travel. I'm not traveling to Mexico. Shit. I don't even know if I want to go to I don't even know if I want to go to a Mexican restaurant right now. I don't want no problems. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let me see what else we got in here. I will put the people comments up in here. Although the individual, let's see this. I read that. Stefania, yes, poor choice for him. Let's see, Malcolm, the religion. Exactly. You wouldn't be traveling to Mexico. I'm not traveling. I mean, think about we have friends right now that just went out to Egypt. You know. Of course, we say prayers for our friends. You know, I don't know. Right now, is Egypt the new Dubai? I think a lot of people are traveling, going around. I don't know. Listen, right now, I'm trying to deal with the masses over here, trying to keep as they said in the black exploitation movies, I'm trying to keep the man off my ass over here. You know what I'm saying? The last thing, I don't need to go any place where they're gonna be like, oh, we're not gonna get any money for him. We just kill him. You know what I'm saying? Stefania said, that's what I'm saying, Rich. Why have him there? I think the producers wanted something to unfold. Exactly. Then that's what I'm saying. See, if you catch that producer behind stage and be like, why'd you do that? You know what I'm saying? And it's a whole different mental. Again, it was pre-recorded, so they could have deleted it. It's so why they allowed it to air. Very great question. Very great question. Let's see what else we got. Joyce said, that's what I said. If he was going to think racial stuff and can't stop the impulse to say it, then they need to not have him be seated in like that. And let me tell you something. He said it loud. Like he was an opera singer. I don't know where he was sitting, but they heard it clear. And they listen, shout out to them for being the professional gentlemen that they are. Because I sure would have glanced over. And the whole thing, they would have been like, Bill, read the cards. I'd have been like, nah, like, hold on for a minute. I was like, what you say? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
But who is this guy? You know? Yeah. What's the backstory on this guy? You know, that they knew he had Tourette's. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if they knew he had Tourette's, they had to know what type of Tourette's he had. And they put him in that audience.
Yeah, but
you can actually hear what he said.
My thing is, show me some tapes of him doing that before. And
there's no doubt the dude's done this before. But he didn't just get up that day and say nigga.
I'm talking about meetings and other things. Maybe he's done it. I'm not disputing that the man doesn't have this illness. But what I'm trying to say, show me where he's been at other banquets and award shows, and he's spurted out stuff. Then I'm be like, okay, he's called a white person.
In him. That's in him, Bill. That's in him.
I get it, but what I'm trying to say is when they try to say we're offering an apology, you're apologizing for what? Are you apologizing because we heard it, or you're apologizing because you played it? Are you apologizing because he said it? Like, what are you apologizing for? Because the bottom line is, and then all you want to say is he has Tourette's. My thing is, show me that he's done this before and blurted out words and stuff of that magnitude where, like, say, I'm just using a famous actress is up there on the stage, and he's like, "Come here, stupid bitch." You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Show me something. You know, like
that's, you said, if that's my point. You know,
if you talk about the Jews, I bet you he won't be invited back to them shows.
He would have never been in the room if they knew that he would blurt out Jewish disrespect like that. He would have never been there.
Nah. They would have called him and said, listen, you know, we understand, we feel for you, but you're not welcome back. You know, you're a green room dude. You stay in the green room for now, and you're not presenting. anything. Well, you don't even have to come. Just stay home. Come to the cocktail hour. You know what I'm saying? How about that?
Yeah.
You know.
But that whatever that was, that's just him. That's in him. You know, I got a friend of mine. He's an actor, right?
Mhm.
And he was in this Lethal Weapon series. Remember those series? It was about 5 of them with
Mhm.
Danny Glover and Mel Gibson, right?
Right.
He played one of the cops that was in the precinct, and it was one of those movies where one of those sequels where he was the cop that was hanging upside down. They busted in the room and they shot him in his head. Anyway, he's done a lot of.
Brother. You're talking about the brother?
Yes, he's
Yeah.
done a lot of work in movies and theaters. But he used to be a school teacher at my school when I was working with the Board of Ed.
Okay.
And he was telling me about a situation where he was doing a TV series. Remember this joint called Hill Street Blues?
Absolutely.
Back in the days, he was
Yes.
playing in here. He had an episode in Hill Street Blues once, right? And he said they shot this particular scene in the South, like I think it's either South Carolina or Mississippi, something like that. So after they shot the scene, the cast crew, you know, they were off, so they went to the town, you know, to visit the town, you know, and just hang out. So he's in the town, and he says that he's with a group of his friends, and this old white guy, he said the guy had to be like in his late 80s, man, maybe 90 years old. He was on a cane, and he's walking through, and he stopped them. He said, "Excuse me." He said, "Excuse me, Mr. Nigga, can you tell me where I can find the some other place he was looking for?" He said Mr. Nigga like he was being respectful, you know? But this was embedded in him. His whole life, he's been talking to black people that way. And in that day and era, when it was technically illegal to really address us like that, he thought he was being nice by saying Mr. Nigga.
Yeah. Yeah, like that means don't slap me
It's
that
okay.
hard.
It's like it's okay. You
Yeah,
know?
no, I know exactly, but I'm just saying, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't take us Northerns to the South because you know, we're not going for that Southern stuff. You know,
Yeah, we're gonna get hung. That's because we ain't going for it.
I'm going back there on some real waist heavy.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you something. That's why I have so much respect for Sidney Poitier. I mean, a lot of people don't realize that man is an actor. When he did that movie In the Heat of the Night,
yeah,
right? When the white man said, "What do I call you?" He said, "They call me Mr. Tibbs." Yep. And that today that might not seem like a big thing, but they didn't call us Mr. Nothing.
No,
They called us boy. They called us the N-word. They called us all of that. And then also in that movie, there was a piece where he would investigate this guy, this rich white guy, and the white guy slapped him. Pow!
Yep.
And right away, he slapped him back. But he did an interview where he was talking about that movie, and we talking 1969, I believe.
He said, keep that scene in there.
He made it in the contract. When he saw that they wrote in the script that this white man was going to slap him, he said, "I'm slapping him back." And he had to write in the contract that they could not edit that out. If they put him slapping him, they had to put him slapping him back. And it was in writing. And that was a big deal back then.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. That's why you gotta bow to the great. You know what I'm saying, Mr. Poitier, Harry Belafonte, and stuff like that. Those guys right there, because
a lot of people was on him because he didn't march in the marches with Martin and all that, but he did stuff on a different level where he was at. You know.
Yeah, I met him. My mother took me because you remember back in the days. For those that remember, you know, we dating ourselves, that when they used to do previews of movies, the actors would actually be there. They would do like a tour and stuff like that. So when Sidney Poitier and Bill Cosby did
Uptown Saturday Night,
I think it was Uptown. They did Uptown Saturday Night, Let's Do It Again, and Piece of the Action.
Yes,
and it must have been either Uptown Saturday Night or Let's Do It Again. It's probably Uptown Saturday Night. And I met him And I asked him for his autograph, and he was just like, "No, I'm sorry, I don't." But I was just in awe of that, the fact that, like I'm talking to Sidney Poitier, you know what I'm trying to say? And like Bill Cosby was funny just as he was, because he gave me his autograph, and somebody kept calling his name, and he was like, "What? You keep calling my name? What? I'm right here." And it's funny. Now I'm thinking about it. I met Charles Bronson when he was doing Death Wish, the first one, that Riverside Drive scene when he ran downstairs, and he was such a nice man. I mean, it was cold, and we stopped. My mother took me over there, and she was like, "That's Charles Bronson." So I was like, "Hey, Mr. Bronson, can I have your autograph?" And he was like, "Sure." I was like, "Oh wow!" Like, I got to look for these little autographs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he's gone.
yeah. Him, Poitier, Cosby in trouble. I mean, I can't get anything for his autograph, but it is.
You might.
Yeah, right. Joyce says, "I haven't heard one direct apology for MBJ or Mr. Lindo. Everybody put on these blanket apologies to do damage control." Absolutely. Let me read some more comments. First and foremost, okay, let's see. Celie, what's up, sis? How are you? She said, "Did you hear that Canada is going to charge U.S. airlines to fly over the airspace due to the orange sack of shit U.S. leader and his temper tantrum tariff? Another reason for prices to go up. The world is sick of trouble." Absolutely. What's so funny? I was online, and I think I ordered something not too long ago, and I got hit with some tax. Now you want to say hi to people? I'm supposed to be a prime member. I'm not supposed to get hit with tax and stuff like that. I'm paying taxes. Come here. Say hi to everybody. Come here. Come on, up here. Come here. Say hi. Everybody, this is Jax Aloysius Foster. Let me stop next time. Coda, you want to say hi to people? Come here. And this is Coda, everybody. Get off my Tito's. Let me stop. This is Coda. Say hi. Oh, no, we're not going to do that. Malika get jealous. Let me stop. So we're not doing them kissing. Okay, go somewhere. Find a bone. Go ahead. Come on now. Go sit down. Celie, I didn't even hear that. But this dude is putting tariffs on everybody. He's off the chain. It's no excuse. I've never heard that. I personally don't like what he's doing. And I have no problem saying it. And if my former co-workers don't like me for that, then there's nothing you can do about that either. I mean, you already know. Don't let Trump. And you see on social media all the time. There was a post. I think if I could find it, or it was like a clipping. Somebody said the one thing Trump has done has exposed. He's let people come out to say their true feelings.
I agree with that. It's
And
not
the sad
just
thing
him.
about it
It's
is-
not just him. It's all the people that support what he's doing.
and then feel that they can say it. But the
Yep.
sad thing about it is, I tell people all the time, you don't have security. You don't have security, and you're gonna cause around and get yourself in a situation that your dentist can't help you with. You know what I'm trying to say?
But
So,
Bill, these
yeah.
people are walking around like they know something we don't know. Don't think that they don't know how this whole process works, that this guy's in office and he's supposed to be out of office after these years are over. They acting like they know he ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
They're not scared of repercussions based on what they're all doing. This shit is not just him,
Yeah.
These are these are the agendas that Republicans are feeding him. This ain't just his shit. He has his own way of delivering his bullshit.
Yeah.
They trying to tone down how he, delivers their message, because this is the Republican message. Because you remember, none of them supported him in 2016 when he ran. They talked about him like a dog, the same way the Democrats are talking about him. They all talked about him like a dog. And now he's in office. He's the best thing since sliced bread to them.
Yeah.
Because this guy never thought that he would win that election. And when he won, he was more surprised than anybody.
Yeah.
And then he realized he didn't even have a platform. He didn't have an agenda. He didn't have nothing. So the Republican says, don't worry about it. We got you. Here, just sign this shit. And he signs all this shit with a big ass crayon. You know,
Yeah.
you ever seen this, that big Sharpie? He signs these.
He
This shit.
was one of them magic marker Negroes. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you're a clown. Listen, Stefania
And he
says,
doesn't read none of that shit. They tell him what it is. They'll say, oh, this is such and such. He said, oh, okay. And he signs it. You know?
Stefania said that we discussed Nancy Gutierrez's moms and the 1 million reward. You know, it's so funny. Stefania, what's your thoughts on that? You know, first and foremost, let me serious it up. It's a shame that situation happened. I'm really confused why. And Stefania and Kiyu, y'all might be right. You know, I don't know. I haven't really put my detective hat on to kind of, you know, Alex cross this thing up, because I know you got a lot of nerve in here. You see, I'm on a podcast and you got nerve to balk at me. You know what I'm saying? He want my attention.
Remember, they extended the search for her to Mexico.
Yes, but I think what I'm trying to, like, what they're saying is, some people are saying they think the brother is involved, right? Because, come on, I'm on a podcast. So I'm being serious, everybody. The dog is barking at me. It's like, yo, get off. Like, you might have the time to take him out. So what I'm trying to really say this, first and foremost, why her? Because it's not like she's a famous person. She's the daughter of an air personality, a TV personality person. So they're under the assumption. So that's why Stefania and Kiyu, you might have some validity to that, because the thing is, now when I start working on it, and I've thought about certain things, who goes up to a Ring camera the first time and then turns away? Now, I don't know anybody else out there that's listening, but if I have a Ring camera, I have a Ring camera in Harlem, I have a Ring camera in PA. Listen, if you walk up to my Ring camera, I'm checking that Ring camera, right? I may not check it the minute. I may not check it the first time somebody walk up on it, but trust and believe, during my laboratory times or when I'm sitting down waiting for a commercial, I'm looking at my Ring camera. So you telling me this gentleman I'm calling him gentleman, I'm being real nice. This man walks up on one episode and that doesn't alarm anybody, and then he's able to come back again and then put little brushes of leaves on the Ring camera and stuff like that, and he comes up with a gun and stuff like that. So, you know, there's a lot of, now y'all got me working.
That's amateur. That's an amateur, number one.
Right?
Yes. This was not no, you know, well-calculated kidnapping, right? Yeah. And then the other thing is, you know, we talked about it before. I think somebody punched up, because we were talking about, you know, that this is somebody that doesn't have money like that. But I think somebody punched it up and found out she had some cake. She had about $50 million or something like that. Right?
Yeah.
And,
but you know what's so funny? I mean,
for me,
they, you know, these newscasters, these anchor people, they're getting cake. You know, they're in front of the TV. They got agents and contracts. They're getting good money.
But Bill, you got to also realize this, and I don't know this for sure. I'm just speculating a hypothesis, right? That you have family members that ain't making that kind of money. You know?
Absolutely.
And they see you as a family member. And I'm not saying this happened. I'm just giving a scenario. They might have said, hey, you know, can we hold something? And they might have gave it to him one time, too many, and said, nah, you on your own. And they know you got the money, and they know that if we snatch mom, you know, we get some ransom from her. And this is family members. Now, it's not something that's never happened before. You know, there's plenty of cases where family members will kidnap their own, you know,
of course,
and do damage to their own, steal from them, hurt them, rob them, kill them, all of that. You know. Let
me just say this. You're and I'm you know, I'm gonna follow your lead on this. You're on a nationally syndicated TV show. Everybody sees you every morning. You know, you're getting your contract. The more years you're there, the better your money is, of course. And you say your brother or your sister is working at Walmart or something, or you know what I'm saying, or Sloan's, or I'm dating myself, or Dwayne Reed or something. You know, you all getting the gist of what I'm trying to say. Who knows what this dude is doing? Or maybe he's even a good high end mechanic, right? But he's working hard labor. But the thing is, him and his sister may not get along. Going out to some of the thoughts that you all are giving me. Hey, maybe he could do it. Maybe that is the brother, you know. But because how do you stop that man? You can see his build and his stature, and then all of a sudden you're gonna pull over a little short, little pudgy Mexican, a Spanish dude. Come on, man. Like, listen. But you see, they got $1 million. So I think.
But you know what else, Bill?
Yes.
I don't see the same energy coming from her siblings about finding that mother.
Right.
They sitting there like they really don't have much to say at all. And I'm quite sure they live in the town. You know what I'm saying? They're not on there making an appeal to people they may know. Yo, you know, find my mom, find our mom, you know?
Yeah.
It's only her. And they you know, they just sitting back in the background, like, yeah.
Yo, let me tell you something.
I don't see that same energy out of them siblings, man.
I haven't seen a tear come out of anybody else but her.
Exactly.
Yep.
I don't see none of that energy. And the mom is probably the only one she took care of.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, absolutely.
And again, I don't know nothing of what I'm saying to be fact. I'm just saying, I'm thinking like a cop.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, like I said, I really started this the first time I really, you know, I was on the you know, just like, oh, I'm sorry to hear this. Is, you know, like, okay, she's getting attention. Then I had to step aside and come out of it like, well, yo, they're not looking for black people like that. And then I was like, okay, this is somebody's mother. Let me come back to, you know, to this situation. And like, wow, like that's sad. You know, it really is. And, you know, you got a bleeding heart for a child that loves their mother. I'll say children, but we see that one child that is the face of this that really loves their mother. And the fact of it is, you really put the mother in a precarious situation when you didn't take her medicine. Now, if you would have taken her medicine, that means you might have known that she was sick and you were trying to keep her alive. The fact that you didn't take her medicine is you're kind of stating that, okay, I want you to have a slow death. You know what I'm trying to say? Like everything becomes a premeditated mentality when you're doing this.
If it's like family members, like we might be suggesting here, they might have had some medication for her and left that. So the urgency would be, oh, she ain't got a medicine, so pay that money quick.
Yeah. But I mean, listen, I personally, now let me come from a sympathetic side of this. I really hope the family gets some kind of closure, you know, because God forbid, I would never want anybody in my family to be missing. I'd probably be a wrecking crew. I wouldn't know what to do. I mean, I know what to do, but I'm just saying, who wants to go through stuff like that? And Richie, you know, you and I from Harlem, we done seen certain other people get kidnapped for reasons. You know what I'm saying? Like
just think about everybody. I know everybody's seen that movie Paid in Full when the guy Rich Porter got little brother got kidnapped.
Yep.
At the end of the day, it turns out that it was his mother's brother that did it.
Yeah. Yeah. It was his mother's man, right? Was it his?
No, his mother's brother.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He was the uncle.
Yeah, that's right. He was uncle. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah. So I mean, a sad state of affairs, Everybody,
Yeah.
this is Real Talk Chronicles. I'm your host, Bill Forster, with my co-host, Richard Williams. And we had a special guest appearance by Malika Vaughn Forster talking about Monday.
Yeah, Tony, a.k.a. Tony Braxton.
Yeah, exactly. Aren't you supposed to be on tour with New Edition? Let me stop. Exactly. Like Stefania said, Kia said the Republican Party is backing Trump to move its own agenda forward. The idea here running for a third term is just rhetoric. The Constitution prohibits it. Well, we hope they keep it in place, just like Rich said earlier in the show.
Yeah. Anybody that's thinking the Constitution is working right now, just look around you, man. There's nothing in the Constitution that this president is abiding by.
Yeah, absolutely. Stefania says, I personally don't think the mother is still alive, and I definitely think the brother-in-law is involved in some capacity. I wonder what they are not telling us. Absolutely. Certain things they won't tell us just due to the case in one aspect. But the thing is, Stefania and anybody else who thinks the brother-in-law is involved, you're probably right, because listen, we've watched another, Who's Who movie, Sherlock Holmes and all these movies that make you think, and it's just, we as people of color, we'd be like, I knew it, because when the cream comes to the top, God forbid if it is that family member, because somebody is in the house looking at him side eye like, you didn't like mommy anyway, come back.
Listen, man, they're gonna find out what happened, man. Trust and believe they're gonna find out what happened. And I hope they find the woman alive, because I wouldn't wish that on nobody,
No, not at all. Joy said, I don't
hope
think
they find her alive.
Yeah.
And if whoever had something to do with it, they need to get their asses.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if it was family members, they need to bury them under the jail.
Yeah, yeah. They said, Joyce said, I don't think Miss Gutierrez, how do you pronounce the name, Malika?
Guthrie.
Guthrie. Oh yeah, Guthrie. Guthrie even realized they said her cameras wasn't connected. They had to get the camera footage from Google. Oh, okay. Thank you for that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they said it wasn't recording. Their cameras weren't recording.
Oh, wow. Thank you. They said Savannah Guthrie makes $8 million a year for NBC. Yep. So
yeah, she had some cake, man.
Yeah, so
just from that. And no telling what she got invested and all that shit. She had some cake. I think we had reported that she had like $50 million. And family members know that.
Exactly.
And when you're doing well, they come for you.
Yeah, because they go to the family cookout. Exactly. They see the cars they drive.
Yeah, man. I'm about to come to you in Malika's house.
It's all the optical illusion. Right, Malika? It's all the optical illusion.
Listen, man. Hey, Bill, you better let them dogs loose, man, because all that stuff you talk about, my wife.
Absolutely.
You better get some dogs to guard the dogs, because they look like they work for low money too.
Funny? All I needed. All these dogs are good. They're definitely good alert dogs. But once I wake up, if I get time to get to that drawer, it's over. we gonna have a black exploitation movie up in this joint, right? They're gonna be like, oh shit, it's hell up in Harlem, slaughter. They're gonna like sham everybody in this mother. It just in one night. Everybody
gonna have their own movie. I'm gonna get you, motherfucker.
all that. I'm gonna get you, sucker. All that. I'm jumping out. I'm rolling. I'm coming back. I'm rolling. I'm doing it all.
Hey, Bill, check this out though, man. I gotta chime out, man, because tomorrow I'm getting a colonoscopy done, right?
Okay.
So I've been drinking this fluid, and it's about to go to work on me.
Yeah. I don't need you.
I was holding on.
No. Yo, listen.
So to the audience, I'm getting my colonoscopy. You should get your colonoscopy, get all your blood work done, get your prostate checked, get all of that. Preventive is key. So I'm telling you, as one black man to another black man, I'm talking to the audience of people of color. Get that done. All right.
Yeah. Well, come on, get out of here and go to the bathroom. Don't play with us.
My brother.
I don't need you leading the track. No, go ahead. I'm gonna call Lamar and check on you. Yeah.
My brother.
All right.
Peace.
I'll see you later. Everybody,
Later.
Real Talk Chronicles. That's Rich Colonoscopy Williams. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't shit, Bill.
I love you, bro. Now listen, I done had about how many ago? I had about 2 or 3 or something, right? Yeah, I had 2 or 3. You haven't had any. Come in. You haven't had any colonoscopy. That's it. Yo. So we're gonna have seriously say hi to the screen, people looking at you. No kissing. Malika get jealous. So she don't like when nobody else kisses me.
Hey.
Yeah, exactly. And we men, I don't play that game. So so yeah, I'm glad Rich he was able to get off before he make an accident in his house. The last thing I need that on the TV. Poop. But everybody, please get a colonoscopy. Malika and I have done our thing. We do our due diligence. You know, they stay up. Let me not even say. I get checked because once they find some pallets, then they got to go back up in there 5 years or 3 years. So yeah. What's up, sis? Rochelle's in the building. She says, that's why I tell my family and friends, stop talking about financial situations with people. You don't know who's staring at your information, money moving in silence. Absolutely. That's why if you see me, I'm wearing sweats. You always see me. I'm poor. I'm poor. I'm poor with a pistol. That's what it is. Stop jumping on the couch, dog. So everybody, you're welcome, Ange. Everybody, this is Real Talk Chronicles. I hope you had a good time rocking out with Rich and myself. Let's send some prayers for Rich to make sure everything comes back clean and clear for him. That's real talk. Because we all know the process is a problem. That process, you just be running and drinking that nasty stuff. But absolutely, everybody just take care of yourself. So listen, we'll see you Monday. We'll be at Row House this weekend. Malika will be doing a seminar Saturday, right?
Say again.
You're doing a seminar Saturday.
Saturday at Chase, yes.
Saturday at Chase. Do you still have tickets left or no?
I have a few seats left. So hit me up if you're interested. If you're free Saturday, come on out.
Now they can either inbox you.
Call me. My number is everywhere.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, it's on my page, your page, our page.
Yeah, just call me. I'm going to actually post it in a few minutes. I'm getting off of this meeting.
You're kind of cute.
But,
You're kind of cute.
But yeah, but come on out. It's going to be fun, but educational. It'll definitely be fun.
And I might make a guest appearance. I'm not going to sing anything. I'm under contract. So get off that. That's a bill. If you touch it, you got to pay for it.
So we're on from Monday. So I put it on my calendar.
Yeah, everybody, we getting out of here because this dog.
Bye.
Yeah. Good night, everybody. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. If you like the content, subscribe to it on YouTube. This dog is about to get this. Subscribe to it on YouTube. Share it. Go to my Facebook page and share it. I appreciate you all. I love you.
Come with me.
If you don't do anything in life, foster the moment with positive vibes only. I'll see you soon. Peace.
What?